Well, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to episode 6 of the Buccaneers fantasy franchise, as we are here in week 6, coming off of a big divisional win against the Atlanta Falcons, a 10-point victory for our Buccaneers. As we kind of controlled the majority of the game. Certainly got off to a hot start in the second quarter, and then just kind of didn't make much mistakes in the end. Derek Carr had a much appreciated game with 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Was sacked 3 times, but we will take those types of games from DC. Travis Etienne, even though he carried it 35 freaking times, 162 yards, 4.6 average, 2 tutties, and he's the guy. He is our guy. Chase Claypool had that one big breakout catch, that touchdown. Juju, 3 for 60. Yeah, I mean, we're spreading the ball out as best we can. We already know what our O-line is, so Buda Baker and David Long leading the way with tackles for the squad. A bunch of TFLs. A couple of half sacks there. And the 1 interception from Jalen Ramsey to wrap things up from our Week 5 victory. Moving forward now, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers here, also at a 2-3 record. They have an 82 overall. Their offense is a bit better than ours on paper, and our defense is a bit better than theirs. They have Jimmy Garoppolo under center at 30-year-old, 77 overall, with Mr. Carson Wentz backing him up. Not too worried about that. But we got the freight train, Derrick King Henry here, the 94 overall superstar X Factor. Actually looks pretty good in that black and gold, if I do say so myself. Everyone knows King Henry's just a beast and impossible almost to take down in Madden, so it'll be fun to see our linebackers try to wrap him up. Outside of week 1, he popped off. I mean, but outside of that, not a whole lot. Hasn't had any touchdowns back-to-back games, so we'll do our best to hold him as best we can. Looking at their receiving core here, they got some tall guys. Not so much speedy, but big bodies, box out bodies. So have to, definitely lock them up with some press man with Jalen. CJ Uzama at tight end there. Foster Moreau backing him up. Nothing too scary. Taylor Decker. Okay, they got a good tackle. Quentin Spain, Lindsley, good center. Okay, guards weak. Zach Seiler. Ooh, they got Cam Hayward. They brought him back to Pittsburgh in this fantasy franchise. The 94 overall, 11-year Pittsburgh Steelers vet is everything that Pittsburgh embodies. He is one of the top interior D linemen and just a beast. They got Josh Allen coming off the edge. Okay, I see you. Ooh, Roquan Smith leading the center of that defense. The 93 overall X Factor, 4-year man out of Georgia, is a stud, up to 99 tackle. Oh yeah, he's a beast. Rocking 18, I respect it, never neglect it. They got Andrew Van Ginkel coming off the other edge, not too worried. And at the corner position, I mean, they'll match up well with our guys, but Dory Jackson, Bryce Callahan on the outsides, we'll see. Terrell Burgess and Derwin James, the absolute bright train safety, the 4-year man out of Florida State's 96 overall X Factor. He is a hard hitter. Remember when they had Avalanche in Madden as an X Factor, and every time he hit stick to you, you fumbled? That was fun. That's Derwin. He'll do that even without that perk, though. So we got to make sure we have 2 hands on the ball. Travis. Looking at, they got the number 4 overall offense points per game. And they are number 8, I believe that says. Yes, 6 or 8. All right. We know they're going to run the ball. And we got to be able to protect our guys here. So we got the number 5 offense. And, number 5 defense. My apologies, of course, not our offense. We are number 30. Pretty much last. See who had a good week of practice here. Our guy, Travis Etienne Jr., going up to an 85 overall star still, so we gotta keep working him towards that superstar and then eventually that X Factor, because, the second-year man is gonna be with us for the entirety of this franchise. even though Madden 24 will probably come out by the time we even get close to that, and we'll be starting our new one. Moving forward though, let's get into this Week 6 game against the Pittsburgh Steelers here from Acrisure Stadium, Steeltown. The Yinzers are out and ready to rock. As we take a look at last week's stats for Travis Etienne, who absolutely went off against the Falcons. You know, a lot of carries, but he was just so productive. So we had to keep giving him the rock. The slant god himself, Michael Thomas. I'm sure Jalen will have a field day with him. I ain't too worried about it. As the choppers fly ahead, the Buccaneers coming to the ruckus Acrisure Stadium. We ain't phased. Both teams 2 and 3. There comes Jimmy G. Perfect offense for him. Get it to King Henry. Throw slants. Let's have a good one here, DC. And we are off here, Week 6. As we receive this, and Joe Reed is going to bring it out of the end zone. Cuts it outside. Good decision as he brings it up to the 27-yard line. And that is where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense will start the game. As Derek Carr has been improving here and there. He's got 7 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. No, really had the one bad outing. But he has been known to just throw some bucket picks as well. So we got to always be wary of that. I think it's something about a Buccaneers uniform that just wants you to throw interceptions. And Etienne takes the first carry of the game, and he continues from last week, taking it up for a first down on first down. We love to see that. From the 39 here, single back under center once again. Carr turns and gives it to Etienne, and he is swallowed this time by that defensive line, bringing up a 2nd and 11. Under center once again. He's going to drop back. Look for anyone, gets hit as he throws and just gets rid of it as Josh Allen gets right up in his jibs. Bringing up a 3rd and long here, which is usually interception territory, as he gets the ball out quick to former Steeler Juju Smith-Schuster, and a big completion of 22 yards as the Buccaneers needed to get out of that jam. This Carr had all the time in the world and threw it right up the rail. Claypool was also wide open there. Another former Steeler. Carr turns and gives to Etienne once again, and unfortunately he has met quickly in the backfield as he has gone negative since his big run on first down. As Seiler gets back there, bingo bango. Good night. Another 2nd and 11 here. Carr in shotgun, Etienne to his right. Back to pass, gets it out quick to Austin Hooper, who's only able to pick up a few here, bringing up a manageable 3rd and 6. It's getting loud here in Pittsburgh. Carr back to pass, gets rid of it quick to Claypool, and they say he got his feet in. We will take that. 1st and 10. Let's get to the line quick. I'm not sure if he did. Carr gets rid of it just before, as you can see our left tackle's on the ground once again. They say his feet are in. 1, I don't know. Let's get this ball off, baby. Carr quickly under center. Turns and gives to Etienne, who cuts it outside. Has a lead blocker, Juju in front of him, and that's a touchdown on the opening drive. Buccaneers get 6, baby, as Juju Smith-Schuster led the way. We love to see that on this team, baby. Look at this, as he shuds the corner and heads right for the safety. Etienne just followed him behind, hits the sideline pylon, and baby, we're ahead here in Pittsburgh. As Jimmy G brings out this offense now on the opening drive for the Steelers, as he is 9-1 touchdown interception ratio and actually having a heck of a start to the season. Let's hope our defense can, make some changes there on that stat sheet, as it's 1st and 10 from the 25. Turn and give to Henry as Miles Jack meets him in the A-gap, as he had a slow week last week for 15 for 56. Not the normal King Henry you see. Only picks up 1 there as Miles Jack did not back down. Bringing up a 2nd and 9 now. Give to Henry once again. And David Long says, "My turn, Mr. Jack," and he wraps him up for only a gain of 1. 3rd and 8 now, as this defense is not shying away from anyone here. Empty set. Garoppolo's back, trusting his O-line. And he has all the time in the world as he rips it to the sideline. And that is a quick 3 and out here for this Buccaneers defense. Fuck yeah, boys. Let's go. 1st and 10 from the 40 now. Great field position. Turn and give that Etienne up the middle. He fumbles it. Seems to be recovered by Tampa Bay, and it will bring up a 2nd and 8 now. Fortunate there's... I'm sure Derwin James had something to do with that. Etienne up the left side. Once again, he picks up 6. Be a nice 3rd and 2. Very manageable here. Love to convert to quiet this crowd a bit. Given once again to Etienne, and they just fill every gap and shove our O-line to the side. As that brings up a 4th and 5. And we're going to have to kick this away. As we are showing a punt. And why, you might ask. He checks it back. And that hits off Pittsburgh. It is Tampa Bay ball. The defender had no idea. And it clipped him in the ankle. And our guys, brilliant. As you can see, he kicks it. And we just get after a big 4-8. Opportunities. They turn over early after a 3 and out, and we turn and give it to Etienne up the sideline. Tries to cut the Jets, cuts it back in and brings it to the 2-yard line. 8 for 52 already. That is the start we love to see from number 1, baby. 1st and goal, Tampa Bay now from the 2. Etienne just couldn't shed the... broke only the 1. Goal line formation now. As Etienne looking for his 2nd of the day. Turn and give, and all you see is black. We could not run the ball on the goal line ever. So we're going to go into shotgun here. 2nd and goal now after the loss of 2. Carr back to pass. Gets rid of it quick. Finds Zay Jones, and that is an easy pitch and catch for another touchdown. Thanks to our special teams making a big play as the boys gather around to tell campfire stories. How we were once up 13-0 in Steeltown. That was just routine there. Beautiful. 1st and 10 now for Garoppolo and the Steelers. King Henry, the lone back. Garoppolo pumped and gives. As Henry can't go anywhere, we are stonewalling them. Loss of 2. Devon Hamilton first on the scene there as he's flexing for the boys. 2nd and 12 now. Tight formation stacked to the right. Garoppolo gives it once again. And he cannot get anything going here. Let's go, baby. Our D-line came to play. 3rd and long once again. We're up 14-0. A 3 and that would be massive. Garoppolo says fuck it. Trucks it deep. And it's broken. Almost caught. Picked. Who knows? And that will bring up another punt. Buccaneer football. 1st and 10 from their own 32. As he gives to Etienne up the left side, but dragged down by Roquan Smith after a gain of 4. We are out-yarding them 96-2 right now in their home stadium. Carr, all the time in the world, trucks it deep for Claypool. Just out of his reach. As you take a look at the former Steeler wanting to get one on his team, just turns on the Jets and he was gone. Had a step on him, and DC just threw it a yard or 2 too long. And that's going to bring up our first 3rd and long here. Carr off the play action. Has Schuster across the field. He'll pick up the 1st down and a little bit more as Derwin James wrestles him out of bounds. 1st and 10. For this Buccaneers offense, which is carrying on from last week, is almost unfamiliar from what we saw at the start of the year. Etienne once again cuts it back inside, drops his shoulder, and picks up another nice chunk of 6 yards here. 2nd and 4 now as the first quarter's winding down. Etienne gets it once again, trying to get outside, is able to cut it back in, and that's another 1st down as he is approaching 70 yards here in the quarter alone. Bunch right here. Juju isoed. Carr back to pass. Gets rid of it quickly to Zay Jones, the man who scored our 2nd touchdown, and he wrestles his way forward to end the 1st quarter here. As your Tampa Bay Buccaneers are up 14-0 and holding them to only 2 yards in a quarter. Bravo defense and special teams, and offense for just executing when we needed to. First and 10. Play action. Carr rips it up to Claypool. Connects and gets him just to the 1 yard line. Way to hang on to that, Mapletron. First and goal from the 1. About to make this a 3-score game. Who would have seen this coming? Etienne up and in. Crosses the plane for his second of the day. 20-0. Extra point pending. Take a sip and a bow, young man. You have earned it. A 2-touchdown first half. And we are off to the races as these Steelers are shook. First and 10 from their 25. Given to Derrick Henry again. And he cannot get anything going. I am impressed right now with what I'm seeing. Second and 11 now. The start of this second quarter. Give to Henry once again. Finally gets some space and lowers his shoulder on Cam Sutton. Picking up a chunk, but it's still 3rd and 3. As they spread out this defense. Garoppolo back to throw. Gets it out quickly. And they will convert for a first down.
Here we go.
As Donovan Peoples-Jones reels in the reception there. Garoppolo goes under center. Turns and gives to Henry. What a whiff. And Henry trucks down and gets all those lost yardage back. And Joey Bosa comes up a little lame here, holding his back. And he is going to head to the locker room. We got to hope that's nothing serious. Especially with how this defense is playing. Not good. First and 10 after the big run and big loss to this Buccaneers defense. Garoppolo rips it again. Gets it to Michael Thomas on the curl. Just a good timing route. Can't be too upset. That's just football, baby. Garoppolo's starting to get in a bit of a rhythm now, though. We got to be a little careful. We can't get too comfortable and rest on our laurels on a 21-point lead. Garoppolo chucks to the sideline, gets his feet down. What a catch for CJ Uzomah there. First and goal from the 4. Trying to get something going here. Turn, give to Henry, and he will walk in untouched. As the big man gets his first touchdown of the game. Gets the Steelers on the board and stops the bleeding for just a second. As we did not even touch him. And Joey Bosa just has some back spasms. We will bring him back because we need all the help we can get. First and 10 for Derek Carr and this offense as he turns and gives to Etienne. Gets some blocks, sneaks up the middle, and he picks up a big one after taking a whack. But we will take that. A first down on first down. Buccaneers move those chains. From the 44 now. Giving Etienne a bit of a breather here after he got whacked in the mouth. Just kidding. Dishes it off to him. And he picks up a nice chunk of 6. Tight bunch once again to the right. Give to Etienne, and he meets Derwin James, Roquan Smith, someone with the X Factor. Just short of the first down. Carr whips it out quick to Zay, and they say he gets his feet in for the first down catch. The receivers are really starting to make some plays and step up. This offense is humming right now. Carr gives to Etienne, tries to cut it outside. Finds the steel curtain as they string him out. And that will bring up a 2nd and 13 now. As Carr looks to keep this thing going. He drops back to pass. Chucks it deep to Juju, who comes back to the ball. Boxes out the safety. And that is an excellent catch from our captain in the receiver room. Because ever since he's gone to the slot, he has been big for us. Given to Etienne, he cuts it outside, spins it back in on Derwin James. What a move from Travis Etienne, trying to get a little fancy for the fellas. And he is almost up to 100 yards now. 42 touchdowns. He says, whoop, see ya, Derwin. And he doesn't get much more, but they look cool. As this Buccaneers team is humming right now. The give to Etienne. He cuts it outside, trying to string it, but Derwin says not this time. Picks up only a yard here. Give once again, and he is met in the A-gap. 3rd and goal here. Definitely want more than 3. Carr drop back. Gets rid of it quickly to Hooper. Can't make a guy miss, and that will bring up 4th and goal. And I think coach is going to want a field goal here, and he does. 24-7 now, as the Steelers finally hold him to 3. Turns and give to Henry, and he is bottled up once again as Corey Lindsley, their stud center, comes up grabbing his shoulder. That is a big loss for them, and hope our D-line can get some more pressure with that loss. Garoppolo gets rid of it quickly out to Uzama. Not much of anything. 3rd and long as we man up here. Garoppolo, lots of time. Pressure now coming. Ball knocked out by Jalen Phillips. Scooped up by David Long. And a touchdown from this defense. My, oh my. 31 points in the first half on the road. As Mr. Phillips, number 15, spins. The spin moves hot today. And Garoppolo, this was all our coverage as well. Knocked out, sack strip fumble. David Long, scoop and score. 31 first half points here in Pittsburgh. And oh, what a play from everybody. Mistake free. Garoppolo gets rid of it to Henry on the out route. And he is able to get out of bounds there. Nope, the clock kept running. 2-minute warning. They will go 1st and 10 now from their 35 as they hope to score before half. Buccaneers bring the blitz, and that leaves Michael Thomas wide open on, guess what, the slant. A big chunk play here as they go hurry up. The clock keeps ticking. Check down to Henry once again. 2 guys there to bring him down, and they will go quickly as that clock keeps going on 2nd and 8. Ball throw. Ramsey comes up and just knocks it away. Ran the route for him there. Beautiful knockdown as that's 3rd and 8. Clock stopped here. Garoppolo all the time. Chucks it deep. Almost intercepted by Darius Williams as he also ran the route for Drake London here. Turns. That's 6 the other way. Field goal attempt here for the Steelers. This is a long one. In formerly known as Heinz Field. And that is going to miss, leaving this Buccaneers offense with a chance to put more points up in this first half. I'm sure Carson Wentz did something with the snap, the hold there. 58 seconds to go for DC and the boys. As he drops back, chucks it to a wide open Etienne in the middle of the field. They brought the house. Etienne tries to cut it outside and can't break a tackle. Zay Jones came to help. What a massive play for this Buccaneers offense. Do they just keep making these Steelers team pay? Every time they do something, we are finding the counter. And if he just had a little more giddy up, he was Tyreek Hill. That's gone. 22 seconds and counting now. Carr tucks it up to Smith-Schuster, and he is wide open as he run a little jig route in the middle of the field. Oh, caught them in man. O-line sucked, but we got rid of it quickly. And he is wide open. 38 points to start this half. As you see, Juju gets manned up. Claypool rubs him. And Jackson just bites. Adoree says, whoop! And Juju is wide open. What a throw, catch, play. Let's go, Bucs. 18 seconds now as they turn and give it to Henry, who's wrapped up there, and that should about do it for this first half. My oh my, this Buccaneers team comes out and shocks the world on this Sunday. 38-7 at halftime, absolutely dominating on defense, offense, and special teams. Now let's take a look around the rest of the league here as we go to a division opponent. The Atlanta Falcons up 9-7 going into halftime here, as it looks like both teams are struggling offensively and not a whole lot of action. Just up north from there, we got the Patriots at the Browns as they are up big against Justin Herbert and the one-win Browns team as Tom Brady's back in New England with 3 first half touchdown passes and off to a good start to the season. Off to another, the undefeated divisional opponent New Orleans Saints are up in a close one here at halftime. The 4-1 Bengals with, I think, is Taysom Hill starting, looking to knock off those Saints from the undefeated board. As we kick off here to start the second half, Peoples-Jones will take a knee in the end zone as we get back to Acrisure Stadium, and this Buccaneers team up 31 points here to start this half. There's no way they can screw this up, right? As Ramsey jumps and runs the route once again. 2 massive opportunities for him, as he is now hot in his X Factor. Garoppolo looking for anybody, getting tracked down, but able to step ahead of Devon Hamilton, bringing up a 3rd and long, as it seems that this Buccaneers team is still revving hot here, as he completes that pass to Drake London on the dig route. Nice throw, nice catch. 1st and 10 here. They got out of the jam. Play action to King Henry. Quinn Bohanna whiffs, and Peoples-Jones underneath. Another big chunk play here as they get into Buccaneers territory. 1st and 10. Under center now. Henry the lone back. 2 tight ends set. Drops back to pass, looking for a quick slant, and he is eaten up quickly as David Long Jr. gets to him. Coming on the linebacker blitz. He's played really well for us. I would love to see him move up to a star dev here. He really just pushes Devon Hamilton and then follows through. That's teamwork right there. 2nd and 15 now after the sack. As Joey Bosa's back in the game, I'm just noticing. See if he can make some action. Ball out to Drake London, breaks the first tackle and gets swarmed by Buccaneers players. Not after a big gain once again, as he has started this second half hot already with 3 catches. Garoppolo looking to throw again, underneath to guess who, but number 5, Drake London, gets it up inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for the Steelers offense, who they also must have had a good speech there from Mike Tomlin. Tight end in motion, given to Henry. Breaking tackles, gets down to the 1. As this defense is holding to about 5 yards a carry, but stopping him from 1 yard out's next to impossible. As they turn and give to him, and we ain't stopped him as he gets in there for his 2nd of the day. 38-14 now here, as Carr turns and gives Etienne with blockers in front of him, looking to jet outside. Puts out the stiff arm, but on 1st down, he gets another 1st down. And we love to see it. Already up over 20 carries, though, so we do have to keep tabs on that, at least. We've been lucky with injuries for the most part so far. But losing someone like him, I know I say it a lot, I'm just nervous. Etienne gets it, but can't get out the grasp. If Dwayne Brown just would have pushed him out a little further, that could have been a big run there. 2nd and 6, they run pretty much the exact same play, and he is wrapped up short of the 1st down here. 3rd and very manageable for DC as he gets rid of it quick to Claypool up the middle of the field, and he gets into Steeler territory as this Buccaneers offense looks to answer, and DC is 14 of 16 to start this game. No turnovers so far. And he drops back to pass once again. Drops it off to Etienne on the angle route. Going to be tackled just shy of the 1st down. So that brings Carl for 200. Having a hell of a day for us. He might be back. Give to Etienne. Tries to kick it outside, and he is wrangled up there. Carr turns and gives Etienne, who tries to cut it outside, but Josh Allen. And there's our right guard, Mr. Brett Jones out of Weyburn. Shadat gets banged up, and hopefully he'll be all right. 2nd and 12 here, and they give to Etienne, trying to pick up a chunk of yards there and catch that Steelers. He has a dislocated thumb. He's a tough cookie. He'll be back. 3rd and 6 now. Carr gets rid of it. Couldn't find anyone in Roquan Smith. knocks it down. We do get the field goal though, so it is a 41-14 game. 1st and 10 now. Garoppolo looking for anybody, finding someone after all that time, and guess who once again? Drake London up the sideline for a massive catch and run, as they just couldn't cover for that long. 1st and 10 now after that one play. Thrown once again, and that is dropped by Drake London. He must just be gassed, as he's up to 94 yards on the day. What a drop, but also what a break. Stop the bleeding for a little bit here. Garoppolo gets rid of it, and he has found his man. Number 5, Drake London. We cannot cover him. Turn and give to Henry, and he's got nothing but space, but Buda Baker gives him a kidney shot to bring him down. 2nd and 1 here as this 3rd quarter's flown by. 1st and goal here. We got to keep an eye on number 5. I mean, who knows? King Henry might go for another, but he is met hard there. Bringing up a 2nd and goal now. Given once again to Henry, and he's going to walk in, and that is his 3rd of the day. You know, he hasn't had many yards, but he punches it in once they get inside that 10-yard line. The hat trick for King Henry. 41-21. Give to Etienne. Josh Allen slows him down after a gain of 4 there. A lot of good offense and defense here. Oh my goodness. Tossed up there. What was he doing? DC, his first little blunder. Bringing up a 3rd and 6 now. Trucks it across on the slant to Zay Jones. Makes the first guy miss, and he gets tackled. And that is a beautiful way to end the 3rd quarter, as this Buccaneer team is up 20 going in with 12 to go. I mean, we're in a great spot right now on the road. Run the ball. What more can you want? Our offense has done the job. Our defense continues to play well. Keep it going as Etienne gets it. Kicks it outside. Can't get out the grasp of Jones there. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Dang, we're missing that home run hit from him still. Cuts it up the middle of the field. He's so good at getting these chunk 10, 11, 12-yard runs. And we love that. But for him, I want to bust like an 80-yarder. 1st and 10. Turn and give to Etienne. Once again, our workhorse. Going to have about 500 carries by the bye week. 2nd and 8 now. Carr back to pass, gets rid of it quickly. Claypool with blockers in front of him. Tries to split the D, and he gets gang tackled just inside the 10. As I love how our boys just turned and started blocking for him. This team's got a lot of heart. We don't really know who we are yet, but we got a lot of heart. 1st and goal now. Carr back to pass, looking for anybody. Rolling right, can't find him. Tries to just dump it off. Takes a little licking from Van Ginkel. And that'll bring up 2nd and goal here. We're a bunch to the right. Give to Etienne up the middle. Makes everybody miss, and he walks in for his 3rd touchdown of the day. The hat trick for number 1, Travis Etienne. Just slips through the blitz, and there was nobody there.
Here we go.
48 points here on the road. Are we going to drop a 50-burger in Steeltown? Are we? Garoppolo back to pass. Lots of time and just throws it out of bounds. The slants ran out of space there. Good coverage from our boys as we're just going to kind of sit back here. Try not to give up the big play. Garoppolo whips it out wide, and Peoples-Jones gets wrapped up quickly. 3rd and medium here. Down by 27 points. Probably not a whole lot of hope here as he gets rid of it. Out to Michael Thomas that time. Ramsey unable to knock that one down. 1st and 10 here. Henry to his left. He flares out to the left. Garoppolo gets rid of it quickly. Finds Michael Thomas again curled up. And that will be another 1st down as they are just moving here. Our defense can't do too much. Ball out to Uzama quickly. He's going to get a big gain on 1st down. Slowing down the pass is a little tough once, you can't get any pressure here. As Peoples-Jones breaks the 1st tackle, makes another man miss, brings a second, and Jalen Phillips with the hustle to get downfield. As you can see, Peoples-Jones has had enough of this. And he said, nah, fuck it. But then Jalen Phillips said, what's up, bitch? Take a dirt nap. What a catch and run, though, from Peoples-Jones, setting up a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Garoppolo looking for anybody. Ramsey on the nickel blitz comes in hot. They only credit him with a half sack, but this is a full sack in my heart, as Garoppolo did not see him coming. Bose is going to get a half sack for that somehow. What a play by Ramsey. That's the veteran move. Love it. 2nd and 17 now. We only bring 3. Garoppolo has lots of time, but no one open. Chucks it underneath to Uzama, and Buda Baker's there to wrap him up with a 3rd and 10 as we approach 5 minutes remaining in this game. All but a Buccaneer win to bring him to 500 as King Henry gets the ball, breaks 1 tackle, and carries 3 more down to the 1. And guess what? He is probably going for his 4th touchdown here. My goodness. Because we ain't stopping him. He just dives right in for his touchdown number 4 on the day. Despite that, he can hold his head high. 1st and 10 to give to Etienne once again. He is wrapped up quickly here. Another 30-plus carry game for number 1. As he has just been our Iron Man. Carr back to pass. Chucks it up to Zay on the slant once again. Tackled by Roquan. This Buccaneers offense isn't just settled with being up 20 here. 3:45 and counting. 1st and 10 now. The give to Etienne. Oh, I thought he was going to bust it up the middle. He only is able to get 2. Bring up a 2nd and 8 now. Carr turns and gives. Gets it outside. Etienne trying to get the corner. Cannot outrun Roquan Smith, but he's up to 174 yards once again as your league-leading rusher for this season continues to go on a hot streak. Carr whips it out to Etienne, and he is unable to connect with him. It was almost a suicide shot anyways. Carr back to pass. Gets rid of it quickly to Etienne, and he gets tackled in. That is his 4th touchdown as well. 1st through the air. A battle of these running backs. Who can get more touchdowns? Carr just trying to get rid of it before Van Ginkel, and Einhorn gets to him. And Etienne with the mitts just breaks the plane, they say. And that is a 50 burger. Drake London, hell of a second half. My goodness. But that's a 50 burger in Steeltown, boys. 55-28 with 2:05 left in this game. Garoppolo dumps it out quick to Drake London, and he adds to his big total today. Bringing up a 2nd and inches. Garoppolo, I'm sure they'll just be throwing from here on out. Chucks it deep, and that is undercut by Kazi. What an interception. Passed it off over top, and he just played the underneath route. Excellent play defensively, boys. Knew he had the safety help, and just rode his hip. As Coach McConkey would say, ride him on the hip. And he does, knowing he has Buda over top. Excellent play. And another big turnover for this defense. Are we going to put another touchdown up? Carr turns and gives to Etienne as he is licked after his 34th carry. Insanity. Carr back to pass. Chucks it across the middle to Juju. Takes a big hit. But what a catch. Derek Carr, 20 of 26. My goodness. Is DC back? I mean, we're trying for a 60 burger now, so anything can happen. But to give to Etienne once again, but Cam Hayward said enough's enough once again in the backfield, making a big tackle here for the Steelers defense. Even though all hope is lost as we are approaching 45 seconds here. Another carry for Etienne as he breaks a few and falls forward, stretching out, almost gets the first down. $184 for him. As we're going to throw it here with 20 seconds to go. This is where we throw an interception. Bingo! Of course. Ruins a perfect stat line for DC, forcing it to Zay Jones. And I knew that was going to happen. I had a bad feeling on 3rd and inches. Damn it. Hey, hell of a win, though. As Drake London looks to add the old stats, and Tomlin says, let me talk this over with 10 to go. Ah, the interception. My bad. That's on me. Sorry, DC. Garoppolo back deep, looking for anybody. Has London open, but sails it out of bounds, a la sailing it over Emmanuel Sanders' head in the Super Bowl. Bringing up a 2nd and 10. 4 seconds to go. Surely the last play of the game. Just no one get hurt, please. Trucks it up. And that is caught. Oh my God, Peoples-Jones comes down with it. Can they get it? Cavney tracking him down. Holy moly. He gets it to the 10. They almost get, it means nothing. But what an end to that game. That would have been just for Peoples-Jones' sake. Woo! As you see it, this Buccaneers team comes into Acrisure Stadium, and the Yinzers are not happy with Jimmy G and this offense. As this Tampa Bay team, a massive, the biggest win maybe of the program's history. I don't know that fact for sure, but 55 points, dominant in the run game, through the 1 pick. But other than that, he was perfect today. We'll take a look at some player stats here before we wrap this thing up. As Derek Carr was 20 of 27 for 280 and 3 tutties. That pick's on me. I was just forcing it, trying to get the 60 burger. Etienne with another incredible game. 5.5 on 36 or 5.1 on 36 carries. 3 rushing touchdowns and a receiving. Zay Jones, Juju, Claypool all made the most of their opportunities, and they're playing really well together. Defensively here, we got David Long leading the squad in tackles and in the CFL department. A couple of singles there. Jalen Phillips with that strip sack. A couple of other boys on the board. And the 1 interception from Kazi there to wrap things out. As Jalen Ramsey goes up to a 98 overall now, 99 with the boost after the big game. A couple of knockdowns there for him. And that brings the Buccaneers to 3-3 now after week 6. Going into a divisional game now next week against the Carolina Panthers here. And we will have a weekly award winner, which I'm assuming is Travis Etienne. And breakout linebacker, which hopefully, who would that be? David Long, maybe? Maybe Jalen Phillips? We shall see. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. If you've watched past episodes, if it's your first time here, welcome. I will catch you later. Peace.